The Formula E race car is the first all-electric series race car that's been produced. It's made by a company called Spark. It's called the SRT-01E. And because this is an electric vehicle, the car's layout is fundamentally different to your typical petrol engine race car. Whereas a normal race car will have a survival cell, which incorporates the driver and the fuel tank, then have an engine bolted and a gearbox bolted to the back of that. With the Formula E car, what you have is, again, the survival cell, but in this case it purely holds the driver. To the back of this you have the battery pack. Now this is a very large carbon fibre structure that contains all of the batteries and is completely detachable from the survival cell. This package is produced by Williams Advanced Engineering, which is an offshoot of the Formula One team, and they produce both the battery pack, the casing that it sits within, and the electronics that manages the batteries inside this. And this forms a structural part of the car. Bolted to the back of the battery pack you have the electric motor and you have the gearbox. Now most people would have thought with an electric race car that you wouldn't need a gearbox. And you have two choices with electric vehicles. You can have one very large direct drive electric motor, and this creates problems in terms of its weight and its complexity and its requirement for cooling. And then you could have a much smaller electric motor which then drives through a gearbox in order to get the same performance as one large motor. Now the electric motor used in the Formula E car is actually exactly the same unit as McLaren use in their P1 supercar. So McLaren effectively had the Formula E powertrain available off the shelf. So this is the unit that is used within the Formula E car. You then have Hewland, who are a well-known motor racing gearbox manufacturer, then put a 5-speed gearbox onto the back of the motor, and this forms the structure of the car. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click like, to subscribe to this channel and to leave your comments below.